Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President of the United States, Michael R. Pence, and Mrs. Karen Pence. Ladies and gentlemen, the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
Mr. Vice President, Mrs. Pence, it's time to enjoy this long-awaited inaugural parade. Now to tell you more about our units, our DoD announcer, Marine Corporal Alex Smith.
Leading the United States Army units in today's parade is the Army Staff. The Army Staff is comprised of officers from the active and reserve components, the National Guard, and the United States Military Academy at West Point. Following them closely will be the United States Army Field Band. From our nation's capital is the United States Army's Field Band, known as the musical ambassadors of the Army. The band was founded in 1946 with a mission to take the story of the Army and its soldiers to the grassroots of America. These musicians travel 40,000 miles around our nation each year, perform more than 500 concerts for more than 1 million people. They are the military's most traveled band.
Gentlemen, enjoy the sounds of the United States Army Field Band. States Military Academy members, these young men and women represent the 4,400 cadets of the United States Military Academy at West Point, New York.
Following it is the United States Army Active Duty Company. Today's parade is comprised of soldiers from the United States Army 3rd Army Infantry, the Old Guard, from Joint Base Meyer, Henderson Hall, Virginia.
Ladies and gentlemen, next is the United States Army Color Guard from the United States Army 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard from Joint Base Meyer, Henderson Hall, Virginia. Staff Sergeant Justin McBride, Specialist Joshua Herndon, and PFC Michael Mulligan.
Following them is the United States Army National Guard. Established in 1802, the District of Columbia National Guard has served the citizens of Washington, D.C. for over 200 years.
And the next group of fine young men and women of the United States Army Reserve 3rd Transportation Brigade, the Expeditionary Command marching in today's parade, represents the 205,000 soldiers who currently serve in the Army Reserve. Upon hearing their nation's call, these warrior citizens have served in overseas contingency operations in Afghanistan, Iraq, and throughout the globe. Let's hear it for our United States Army units. Approaching the review stand, it's the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums. They've performed internationally in Ireland, Canada, Australia, Germany, and Switzerland. They've had the distinct honor to perform at the 75th commemoration of the attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums.
Following them, the 3rd U.S. Army Infantry Regiment's Caisson Platoon. They execute joint military and full honor funerals for all military branches that operate within Arlington National Cemetery. They are the only equestrian-focused unit that uses horses daily to accomplish their missions.
Following that beautiful equestrian unit, it's the Nassau County Firefighters Pipes and Drums. They're the first volunteer firefighters bagpipe band in the United States, organized in 1985. Gentlemen, we are honored to have 6 veterans representing the Wounded Warrior Project marching in the parade today. The mission of Wounded Warrior Project is to honor and empower wounded warriors, connecting wounded warriors and their families to valuable resources and one another. And from right here in Washington, D.C., the Disabled American Veterans, instrumental in the creation of the American Veterans Disabled for Life Memorial. They've been serving disabled veterans for nearly a century, helping 1 million veterans and their families each year. Let's hear it for the DAV. And next up, the Paralyzed Veterans of America, a congressionally chartered veteran service organization founded in 1946. Solving the special needs of their members, veterans of the armed forces who have experienced spinal cord injury or disease. Let's hear it again for the Paralyzed Veterans of America organization. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Military Academy from Cornwall, Hudson, New York. This historic academy has been named a Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps distinctive honors and are marching with their cadets' dress uniform modeled after post-World War I General Blackjack Pershing's gray uniform. The New York Military Academy. And now the Marist College Band and Spirit Team from Poughkeepsie, New York. The Boone County Elite 4-H Equestrian Drill Team from Burlington, Kentucky. Ranging in age from 9 to 61 years old, some of their members are carrying flags representing the armed service branches of their fathers and grandfathers. This is their very first inaugural parade. Next up, from Louisiana, it's the West Monroe High School Marching Band and Raiders. Marcos, Texas. These are the Texas State University Strutters. They are selected as the first U.S. dance team to perform in the People's Republic of China. The Texas State Strutters have also represented Texas State University and the city of San Marcos in the America's Got Talent program on NBC. The Texas State University Strutters are led by Tammy Fife. Next up, you are in for a big treat. It's the Talladega College Great Tornado Band and home of the Amistad Murals. Their motto, "We'll keep marching on." The Talladega College Band from Talladega, Alabama has performed for Mardi Gras in New Orleans, an NFL football game, and for band showcases all across America. The Talladega College Great Tornado Band. One more time for the Talladega College Great Tornado Band. Rounding out our Section 1 is the Boy Scouts of America National Capital Area Council. They're carrying state flags as they entered the Union, representing Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, and New York. The Boy Scouts of America. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with our next unit, we turn once again to our DOD announcer, Marine Corporal Alex Smith.
Coming up next is a United States Marine Corps staff element. The United States Marine Corps was created by a declaration of the Second Continental Congress on November 10, 1775. Established in 1801, Marine Barracks, Washington, at 8th and I Streets, Southeast in Washington, D.C., is the oldest post of the Marine Corps.
And now, representing the Marine Corps, the President's Own United States Marine Band in its 54th inaugural appearance. Established in 1798, Marine Band made its inaugural debut in 1801 for President Thomas Jefferson.
The Marine Corps. And closely followed behind them is the Marine Corps Color Guard. The United States Marine Corps Color Guard is a 4-man team, also from Marine Barracks, Washington. The United States Marine Corps Reserve is up next. Leading the 2nd Company of the United States Marines in today's parade are the Marines at Reserve Training Center, Anacostia.
Up next, we are honored to have the Navajo Code Talkers Association, hailing from Tuba City, Arizona. They represent the Navajo Code Talkers, World War II veterans representing the brave service members who served a vital role in achieving victory during World War II. And we are proud to welcome the U.S. Border Patrol Pipes and Drums from Washington, D.C. They exist to honor fallen agents. The horses are workhorses assigned to patrol in the Rio Grande Valley sector in the state of Texas. The U.S. Border Patrol Pipes and Drums. The United States Customs and Border Protection Office of Field Operations and Air and Marine Operations. This honor guard is comprised of members from the Office of Field Operations and Air and Marine Honor Guards, representing over 60,000 employees in the largest law enforcement agency in the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a great performance treat. Up next, the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Motorcycle Drill Team from Indianapolis, the home of our brand new Vice President. Originating in 1954, they travel across the country performing in parades, children's hospitals, nursing homes, and other big events. These are Indianapolis Metropolitan Police officers who perform on the same motorcycles they use in their daily patrol. Now it's time to welcome the Culver Academy Black Horse Troop and Equestrians from Culver, Indiana. They participate in the presidential inauguration parades dating back 104 years to Woodrow Wilson's inaugurals in 1913 and 1917. The Culver's Black Horse Troop served as an escort for Vice President Thomas Marshall. And in addition to multiple state and national events, the Black Horse Troop has participated in 16 inaugural parades, and with the equestrians in 7 inaugural parades, founded in 1897. Mr. Vice President, this one's for you. The next marching band, the Sound of the North, hails from Vice President Michael Pence's high school, alma mater, the Columbus North High School in Columbus, Indiana. A 10-time Indiana Marching State Band finalist and a 19-time Indiana Concert Band finalist. Brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, and battle buddies of military fallen heroes. These family members are carrying photographs of the fallen heroes they are honoring. The Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors Director Bonnie Carroll was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2015. Next up, the Norwich University Regimental Band and Drill Team, comprising 79 cadets from across the country. Norwich is the oldest private military college in America and the birthplace of ROTC. This is the oldest collegiate marching band in the country, founded in 1820. The heartland of America is represented in this year's inaugural parade by a combination of modern American-made tractors driven by leaders from the farm and ranch community. It's the Rural Tractor Brigade from Elkhorn, Nebraska. These are members of the National Future Farmers of America, the world's premier youth organization, leading this contingent of colorful tractors that help make America's farmers and ranchers the most efficient food and fiber producers in the world. Up next, from the University of Tennessee, it's the Pride of the Southland Marching Band. From Knoxville, Tennessee, they wear the Power T for Tennessee as they march in their 13th presidential inaugural parade. The University of Tennessee Pride of the Southland Marching Band is one of the top collegiate bands in the country. They're performing Rocky Top, the top collegiate fight song in the country. they entered the Union. From North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, Mississippi, Illinois, and Alabama. The Boy Scouts of America providing the nation's foremost youth program of character development and values-based leadership training. Let's hear it for our Boy Scouts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, our DOD announcer, Marine Corporal Alex Smith, to tell you about our next unit from the United States Navy.
Leading the United States Navy is the Navy Staff, which consists of 2 naval officers, 1 Navy Master Chief, and a Naval Academy midshipman. The staff is customarily preceding the United States Navy marching units in all formal parades. And following them immediately is the United States Navy Band. Talented young men and women from each company within the brigade of midshipmen. Since 1845, the United States Naval Academy has served as the undergraduate college of the Navy and Marine Corps. It prepares midshipmen morally, mentally, and physically. Following them immediately is the United States Navy. The mission of the Navy is to maintain, train, and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars, deterring aggression, and maintaining freedom of the seas. The active duty company consists of 90 personnel and is led by Lieutenant Commander John Kitt.
Up next, the United States Navy Color Guard, composed of sailors from the Navy Ceremonial Guard Color Guard Platoon. They serve in various roles in support of the President, the Department of Defense, and Navy leadership.
Following the Color Guard is the United States Navy Reserve. America's Navy Reserve is an essential element of the total force that is America's Navy. Wherever the important work of the Navy is being conducted in the world today, whenever the maritime strategy that guides those efforts is being executed, Navy reservists are there.
And now those beautiful horses are on the way, appearing in their 3rd inaugural parade, the Merced County Sheriff's Posse from Hillmar, California. Marching 15 riders and traveling over 2,400 miles to Washington for this parade. They were organized in 1948 and have won significant awards around the country, including appearances in the Tournament of Roses Parade and the Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Coastal Florida Police Fire Pipes and Drums from Palm Coast, Florida, the official pipe band of the Flagler County Sheriff Office and the Palm Coast Fire Department. Each member of the band today dedicating their march to one more fallen law enforcement officer, firefighter, or canine unit as noted on the morning band on their bagpipes or drums. The Coastal Florida Police and Fire Pipes and Drums. Michigan Multi-Jurisdictional Mounted Police Drill Team and Color Guard from Lansing, Michigan are making their 3rd appearance in an inaugural parade. They were organized by now retired Michigan State Police Detective Lieutenant Lorenzo Veal II. Leading the Michigan Multi-Jurisdictional Mounted Police Drill Team in Color Guard are co-founders Lorenzo Veal II and Paula Kenya. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, AMVETS National, representing American veterans from Lanham, Maryland, the oldest and largest veteran service organization open to and fighting for all veterans who serve honorably, including reservists and guardsmen. Their mission is to enhance and safeguard the entitlements for all American veterans who have served honorably and to improve the quality of life for them, their families, and the communities where they live through leadership, advocacy, and services. Let's hear it for the AMVETS. Up next, the 1st Infantry Commanding General's Mounted Color Guard, a ceremonial unit serving as ambassadors of the 1st Infantry Division from Fort Riley, Kansas, in the U.S. Army to the American public. The 1st Infantry Commanding General's Mounted Color Guard performs in over 350 mounted or dismounted events annually. Representing the U.S. Army's 1st Infantry Division in Fort Riley, Kansas. And representing next, the Girl Scouts of America. Being led by a group of Gold Award-winning Girl Scouts, they've earned the highest and most prestigious award in Girl Scouting. Since 1916, the Gold Award has helped Girl Scouts make meaningful, sustainable change in their communities and around the world. And now the Franklin Regional High School Panther Marching Band. From Murraysville, Pennsylvania, 30 miles east of Pittsburgh, this is their first appearance in the parade. Assigned to the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps at Fishburne Military School, teaching principles of leadership, time management, and self-discipline through classroom instruction and emphasizing their practical application during military drills and related activities. The Junior ROTC program fosters the excellence for which each Fishburne Academy cadet strives. Nation, Texas, a youth country and western dance team made up of boys and girls from ages 8 to 18. These are the Little and Elite Wranglers from College Station, Texas. Once again, the Boy Scouts of America from Bethesda, Maryland, carrying state flags in the order that they entered the Union. From Maine, Missouri, Arkansas, Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, Wisconsin, California, Minnesota, and Oregon. Let's hear it once again for the Boy Scouts of America National Capital Area Council for their participation today. Now, once again, to tell you about our next military element from the DOD, our special announcer for the day, Marine Corporal Alex Smith.
Coming up next is the Air Force, and representing them in today's parade is the Air Force staff. Comprising the 4-member staff are members of each component of the service: active duty, reserve, National Guard, and the United States Air Force Academy. Let's hear it for the Air Force Band. Following them is the United States Air Force Academy, represented by 90 cadets. The United States Air Force Academy, marching beneath the colors of the Cadet Wing. These young men and women represent more than 4,000 members of the Air Force Cadet Wing. Following them is the United States Air Force. Representing the active duty Air Force is the United States Air Force Honor Guard. The all-volunteer unit has represented the Air Force at official ceremonies around the nation since 1948. Following them is the United States Air Force Color Guard. Proudly carrying the colors of the nation and the United States Air Force are members of the United States Air Force Honor Guard. Established in 1948, the Honor Guard performs in a variety of ceremonies, including promotions, retirements, military funerals, and state funerals, including President Reagan's.
Now marching on behalf of the United States Air National Guard, members of the District of Columbia Air National Guard, the Capitol Guardians have supported every presidential inauguration since 1861, the inauguration of President Lincoln.
Following them is the United States Air Force Reserve. Representing nearly 70,000 citizen airmen of the United States Air Force Reserve is the 459th Air Refueling Wing, located at Joint Base Andrews, Maryland.
Throughout its history, the Citadel has maintained a tradition of duty, pride, and excellence as part of the cadet experience. Please welcome from Charleston, South Carolina, the Citadel Regimental Bagpipes and Band. From the Citadel, membership in the Citadel Summerall Guards is considered a high honor at the military college. These 61 members are first-class senior cadets. And this equestrian unit is the 1st Cavalry Division's Horse Cavalry Detachment from Fort Hood, Texas, a special ceremonial unit for the Department of the Army founded in 1972. Comprised of active duty soldiers, the unit has performed in ceremonies across the country, including 13 Tournament of Roses parades and 5 inaugural parades. Now the Olivet Nazarene University Tiger Marching Band from Bourbonnais, Illinois. This unit was the lead band in the 2016 London New Year's Day Parade. Students from DoD overseas schools. The 26 members of the group are the Jaguars from Naval Air Station Sigonella, Italy, and include 20 8th grade U.S. history students, 2 active duty military members, 2 military spouses, and 2 DoD EA teachers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a huge treat. From Tupelo, Mississippi, the Tupelo High School Band, wearing black uniforms accented in gold and blue, playing for you, This Is My Country, and God Bless America. American Cowgirls Rodeo Drill Team from New Buffalo, Michigan are very proud to represent Southwest Michigan and Northwest Indiana. The Cowgirls riding today range in age from 10 to more than 50 years old. They're not riding in parades. This group of ladies enjoys speeding around an arena to a choreographed routine and presenting the flags at rodeos and other events. Thank you, Cowgirls, so much. Our next performance group hails from Naples, Florida. The Palmetto Ridge High School Band is the first Collier County marching band to perform in the presidential inaugural parade. they were able to raise over $135,000 with the help of the friends at Fox News by collecting donations throughout the community and their website, the Palmetto Ridge Marching Pride of Naples, Florida. Flags as they were admitted to the Union. Representing Kansas, West Virginia, Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Washington State, Idaho, and Wyoming. Once again, the Boy Scouts of America National Capital Area Council and their great flag bearers participating today.
Coast Guard is the staff element, followed by the United States Coast Guard Band. And policy. Also is the United States Coast Guard. U.S. Coast Guard Active Duty Company represents the 42,000 Coast Guard active duty members. Leading the United States Coast Guard Active Duty Company is Commander Joseph Muse. Also is the United States Coast Guard Reserve. The Reserve component is represented by members of Coast Guard headquarters. There are 3,860 military, civilian, and contractor men and women who do work at headquarters every day to support the execution of all 11 of Coast Guard's statutory missions. Following them is the United States Coast Guard Color Guard, coming from Alexander, Virginia, and carrying the National Ensign and Coast Guard standards are the United States Coast Guard Ceremonial Honor Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, those beautiful horses are from the Cleveland Police Mounted Units from Cleveland, Ohio, one of the oldest continuous mounted units in America. Their first inaugural parade was in 1921 for President Harding's inauguration. And we welcome the North Carolina Vietnam Helicopter Pilots Association from Hillsborough, North Carolina, wearing flight suits from the Vietnam War era. By the way, this unit's costs have been paid by parade participants. This is the third presidential inaugural parade this unit has participated in, and all members were helicopter pilots in the Vietnam conflict, with a combined excess of 20,000 combat flying hours. As these Vietnam helicopter pilots pass, let's hear it one more time for these true American heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, our next flag unit is the Palm Beach Police Honor Guard, representing the town of Palm Beach, Florida, the home of some of the most prestigious people in the world, including our new president, Donald J. Trump. Sponsored by the Palm Beach Police Foundation, they are honored and privileged to be participating in this inaugural parade, the Palm Beach Police Honor Guard. Our next performance group hails from Russellville, Arkansas. The Russellville High School Band is proud to receive this invitation to represent their school, community, and state at today's parade. This is the Russellville Cyclone Band. Count them all. 180 members. Equestrian unit is the Freedom Riders from Greeley, Colorado, consisting of all female riders between the ages of 16 and 60 years old. They've participated in 2 previous inaugurations for Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama. They were the featured opening act for the World Show finale of the American Point Horse Association in Fort Worth, Texas. Look at these beautiful equestrian units. Let's hear it for the Freedom Riders. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Short Gap, West Virginia, the Frankfort High School Falcon Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Boy Scouts of America National Capital Area Council, representing state flags and territories as those states and territories entered the Union. Representing Washington, D.C., American Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, along with Utah, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and Hawaii.
Following the Boy Scouts of America's United States Merchant Marine Academy staff element, with the United States Merchant Marine Academy Band following closely behind. Following the Merchant Marine Academy Band is the Merchant Marine Academy Color Guard. The U.S. Merchant Marine Academy is privileged among the nation's 5 federal academies to be the only institution authorized to carry a battle standard as part of its color guard. Following the color guard is the United States Merchant Marine Academy.
This is the 1st Troop, Philadelphia City Cavalry, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They've served in every major American conflict, from the Revolution through the global war on terror. Each ring on the unit's guide marks a battle in which this historic unit has fought. The unit's men are cavalry scouts assigned to the U.S. Army's 1st Squadron, 104th Cavalry Regiment in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard, and this is the oldest company-sized military unit in continuous service to the Republic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, bringing our 58th Presidential Inaugural Parade to a close, 1,500 Corps of Cadets of the Virginia Military Institute from Lexington, Virginia, its 15th appearance in the parade. Let's hear it for these wonderful folks from VMI. Founded in 1839, graduates of VMI have served in every war since the Mexican-American War. This regimental band marches in national parades, including 2 appearances in the Tournament of Roses Parade. Once again, 1,500 Corps of Cadets from VMI. passing of this final unit, this concludes the 58th Presidential Inaugural Parade honoring the inauguration of the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and Vice President Michael R. Pence. Let's hear it for our new President and Vice President and the First Family enjoying today's parade in the Presidential Reviewing Stand. Thank you, sir. This was a true honor. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed today's festivities. We're honored you joined us in our nation's capital for a celebration of not just a president and vice president, but of the entire American people. As you return to your own community, big or small, we hope you carry the spirit of this day home with you and make an ongoing commitment to serve your community and your country.
And on behalf of the Department of Defense, thank you.
Please be careful as you return to your homes and hotels. Today's crowd may make traveling slow going, so please have patience. To avoid having to wait for the metro, consider walking to your destination or stopping by.
KT, take care. God bless. Go get him. Laura, you know KT? Yeah. We're gonna do a family portrait.
Come on.